Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact playthrough session. We've made it through Act 1 and Act 2 of the current Interdarshan Championship series. Everyone is kind of on the board with the exception of Hat Guy for some weird, sussy reasons. And we have some last-minute content to catch up on and focus on before we get into Act 3, which is hopefully going to be a part of this video. From the last video, from yesterday's stream to now, we did kind of get a bit of interactions with Kaveh, who seems to kind of be the focus of this event overall, with like his own kind of internal struggles with him as a person and how it conflicts with things that he wants to get through with his day-to-day life, and obviously how it conflicts with the tournament and everything else in between. I'm still kind of like in the dark as opposed to like what's coming together with this diadem of knowledge, this Sachin individual, and whatever happened 20 years ago. And there is this two-part world quest featuring Dory for this overall quest line that I guess gives more context to that. It's literally called That Incident from 20 years ago. So Dory, I think, is going to give us a little bit of extra information, and it's going to be, I believe, a two-part world quest that will give us context going into part 3, which is going to be the final tournament arc of the event to find out who the winner is. And I'm rooting for Layla, but I think Kaveh is somehow gonna pull through and make it in the end, and everything's gonna come together. So before that, I did go back and do all of those mini games that we featured in yesterday's stream. So I ended up going back and kind of wrapping up and completing all of these for the rewards. So just gonna claim all of these, so that way I think we get our free Farazan, and we might also get the Crown of Insight. There's a lot of resources too. Alrighty, here we go. So everything else is done. Also, I just want to say I love these little I actually got a legitimate laugh out of this image when I saw it. It reminded me of like Buff Paimon, but it's just like the buff shroom board. I actually chuckled out loud when I saw this. This was so funny and unexpected for the little mini game after you get the 3 stars. God, I love all of them. All the little animal pictures were really great. I'm definitely going to get like a screenshot of all of these before the event goes away. But yeah, so that was actually literally everything on the list. So we got some Primo Gems. We got some furnishings. We got our Crown of Insight. Oh! We get the extravaganza stage too. You don't get the I don't think it comes with the Darshan banners. That's unfortunate, because you don't see them on the little display there. If they had the banners, that'd be kind of cool. But we got our 8th Crown of Insight that we're storing up, and Madam Farazan herself. I believe this is C1 for my Farazan, which is great. And that is everything. All the rewards have been redeemed. You collected the banners already? Oh, you mean, so these were all the individual banners. No, okay, so I see. So I did get every single, this is kind of cool. I can like stick my flag in whatever Darshan that I feel I most align with. That's kind of cool. I also meant it, I didn't mean like the individual ones. I meant it how like on the actual event stage, you can see the individual banners on the stage itself. Like you can see all the banners collectively together, but I guess they just gave them to you separately. But I'll take this too. This is kind of cool. I need to figure out what Darshan I'm gonna represent from my Serenity pot. That was nice. I was not expecting that. Also, really quick, I just wanna get that constellation for Farazan out of the way. Oh, never mind. Apparently, I have C2 Farazan. The duration of the dazzling polyhedron created by the wind's secret ways is increased by 6. Oh, okay, so more duration. Not bad, not bad. C2 Madam. Alrighty. So with that said, with all that out of the way, let us continue with That Incident from 20 years ago. Ask Dory for information. Dory says that she has the latest update on the Academia Extravaganza. Why not go and hear it? And lo and behold, she's right here being a scheming little schemer. Damn it. I meant to pick up the art. I meant to pick up the artifacts, but now I just gotta look at them. Have you decided to buy information from me? Paimon's a little curious about your exclusive information, but we need to hear the price first. If it's too expensive, then forget it. I'll sell it to you for a fixed price of 1 million mora. I think I have like 30 million mora right now, so I could probably afford. That's chum change to me nowadays. That's a lot. Never mind. 1 million mora can buy lots and lots of tasty food. Wait a second. Let me see. Paimon is customer number 1001 for the day. The original cost of the information was 1 million mora, but for you, the price is now free. Eh? Paimon didn't know such luck exists. Wait, you're not baiting us into spending, are you? Maybe the first sentence is free, but not this next sentence. If you don't want it, fine. Next. Wait. Forget what Paimon said. We'll listen. Dory's exclusive scoop number 1. Do you remember the Diadem of Knowledge? Paimon remembers that only the champion is entitled to wear the diadem. It seems very valuable. Exactly. The diadem that Sachin gave the academia was a rather expensive antique. Yet this very diadem, after it was donated to the academia, was lost by them once before. Eh? Why didn't we hear about this? If everyone knew about it, would my information be considered exclusive? How do you know about it then? Of course, this information didn't come from nowhere. I've got witnesses too. There's a young fellow named Kashmir from the suburbs. If you're interested in delving further, you could ask him. The password is that incident from 20 years ago. All right, give me these artifacts, please. I've been thinking about them the whole time. Is there anything you want to know? All right, let's see. Oh, can I read her mind? No, I cannot. Dory, head empty, only Mora. All right, let's go to that next location. All right, so we're learning a little bit about this diadem. I don't know how I feel about it. Only the winner can wear it, which I assume it grants knowledge or it siphons knowledge. Like I can't tell. All right, geez, no one has anything on their brain anymore. My God. All right, sir. Kashmir, how's it going? Who are you guys? Is there something you need? That incident from 20 years ago. I guess I shouldn't have told anyone. Last time I had too much to drink and blabbered a little too much, and now people are seeking me out. Since you're curious, I guess I'll tell you. I was just 6 years old 20 years ago, but I couldn't remember clearly what had happened at the time. But recently, I read the diary I kept when I was a kid and vaguely recalled the situation back then. The Interdarshan Championship was also held that year. There were 3 rounds, the last of which was outside the city. I begged my mom to take me out of town to see it, and when she refused, I snuck out. And then I ended up getting lost outside the city. In the middle of nowhere, there was no one around. I grew more and more frightened and began to cry. That's when I saw some strange creatures. I can't remember what they looked like. I only remember how, as a kid, I stopped crying at the sight of... Wait, was it the Aranara? Because he was a kid. Strange creature. Yo! The squad! Let's go. They took me to the... oh, man. They took me to the competition. Unfortunately, by the time I got there, it was too late. It was already over. Just when I was disheartened, I suddenly saw one of those strange creatures slowly dragging a crown along. It was a beautiful crown, shining in the moonlight, and I could not help but follow it. I saw the little fellow hide the crown in a hollow tree before disappearing. I wanted to touch that crown, but at the moment I could hear the distant cries of my mother. It turns out she figured out I was lost and got her neighbors to look for me. I never got to touch it. It wasn't until I was older, when I saw the Diadem of Knowledge at the Interdarshan Championship, that I realized it was the same thing. Interesting. So the... what, did the Aranara yoink the diadem during that tournament 20 years ago? All right, do you remember where that diadem ended up? It's probably in the Avidia forest, but I've been back a few times and I haven't found anything. No one would believe me, even if I told them. Alas, even I can't remember it clearly. Perhaps it was a dream I had when I was a child. Well, should we look into it? Okay, so like, what is going on? Is the Diadem of Knowledge that's currently being like offered the real deal, and the Aranara yoinked the freaking real one back in the day? I have no clue. You know what? They were looking out for Arama. They're like, Arama, you're the king and you deserve to wear your crown, my guy. Oh my God, this giant tree hollow right here. Jesus, they're actually making this thing super relevant now. Lucy, I'm home. There's a hole in the tree. It seems completely empty and there's nothing in it. Eh? Wait, there's a note here. The good Nara taught oh my God. I got caught off guard. I gotta remember Aranara names again. Okay. The good Nara, the good human, taught Ara Kasyapa how to read. Ara Kasyapa must protect the good human. What's that supposed to mean? Paimon, do you not speak the language of the goats? Huh, interesting. Well, well, if it isn't Murder of Birds and Paimon again. I have the latest update on the... Okay, really? You're gonna... This again? How much is it? It's free. Isn't Lord Sagamabe generous? Do you guys remember Sachin, the guy who sponsored the Academia extravaganza? Paimon remembers that the prize money and the Diadem of Knowledge came from him. Bingo. In fact, not long ago, when I was doing business in the desert, I met an old businessman. And guess what I got from him? A dealer's ledger. With it, I can avoid dangerous areas in the desert and get to more places. Of course, the most important thing in that ledger mentions Sachin. It turns out that Sachin has been in the desert to investigate the people's local conditions and customs. He also had cordial exchanges with the traveling merchants in the desert. Much of the text is lost, but this is the first-hand account of the big sponsor behind the Academia extravaganza. Would you like to see it? Okay, let's have a look then. Yo, the plot is thickening, ladies and gentlemen. The sandstorms are raging, the caravans have stalled. We ran into a scholar calling himself Sachin. He said he could sponsor the caravan provided that we... This is a trial of human nature, betrayal, plunder. There was nothing we could do. No one could withstand. If I could do it all over again, I would have never taken that money. Then they wouldn't have had to die and I wouldn't be living like this. A fate worse than death. People are the most terrifying animals on this planet. What the hell did this man do? What the heck? This is all hard to understand, Dory. What does this mean? What does this all mean? I'm afraid that if you need it analyzed, it'll cost you an... Okay. Forget it. Well, since you're not paying, that's all for Dory's special news. But let me give you a hint. There should be someone who has been to a lot of Academia extravaganzas. Perhaps talk to that person. What the hell is happening, dude? Motherfuckers are dying? Motherfuckers are getting betrayed, backstabbed, taken advantage of, tortured for a freaking tournament? What is happening? Also, what's this Sachin dude been doing? Is he like the freaking... Has he become like the freaking... The kingpin of the desert over time? I have no idea. Damn, they took the freaking booth with them and everything. Jesus. I thought it was gonna be all hate them in Nilu. Vasudeva. Alas, seeing these young children, I can't help but reminisce about the past. The Interdarshan Championship has always been a stage for young talent. Unfortunately, not every genius will be successful eventually. Why do you say that? Geniuses are mostly stubborn and cold and find it hard to understand the pain of others. Empathetic people, on the other hand, often fall into self-doubt and depression. Damn, bro. You don't have to call Kaveh out like that, my God. People who are not firm can only stand still, while people who are determined but walk along the wrong path refuse to look back. There's a lot to think. Damn, this man is wise. Holy shit. That's some actual facts. All right, and then the second guy is actually over here. For this year's Interdarshan Championship, my favorite has to be Sino. Aside from his skills as the General Mahamatra, looking back at the tournament's history, the Spontamar Darshan have had the highest percentage of champions. Many people say that the Spontamar Darshan produce many talented people, such as Sino, Ruzicha, Lisa. Oh my gosh, yo. Okay, Lisa. Oh, yeah, we already knew that, but like, damn, all of the freaking goats came from this Darshan. Yeah, there's a Cyrus. I think there's two Cyruses in the game. There's Cyrus from Mondstadt, and then there's a Cyrus in, we met them, like the guy that kept convincing Lisa to come back to the Academia, and she was like, nah, fam. But yeah, there's two Cyruses. There's a Cyrus in Sumeru as well. The brighter the talent, the sooner the game will lose its suspense. The most exciting competition was still 20 years ago. At that time, my friend also participated in the games, and I went there to cheer him on. The last round was played in Avidia Forest. In the end, no one dared to approach them, and no one knew what was going on in the depths of the forest. Then I heard the Academia shut down the competition. Later, the Interdarshan Championship removed many of the elements in which people fought to the death. Oh my God, I'm so glad things have changed. Discouraging people from being desperate enough to do so. What the heck? They're like, hey, you want the prize money? You gotta fight. What is the fucking Hunger? They were literally playing the Hunger Games, dude. Literally IRL battle royale. What is your friend like? Let me think. He's honest and kind, but he's also vulnerable and sensitive. Most of all, he cares about us. When we drink together, our times are filled with laughter and cheer. It's just too bad that it's all in the past now. Among the friends we drank with, some died, some disappeared, some now live in seclusion. They say fate is fickle. Perhaps it's true. Looks like something did happen 20 years ago. Holy moly. Sheesh. Okay, so now... Yeah, so this is natural. Like, I have to complete the main content in order to get this now, which is fine. Gatherings and Partings, Act 3, to claim the crown. Learn about the situation from Arav. Time passes by. You're not sure if Arav has completed his investigation behind the kidnapping case and uncovered the truth yet.
Ah, you're here. Sorry, I was just about to send someone to inform you. I only just finished interrogating the suspects.
Okay.
What did you find out?
Well, lots of unexpected details, let's put it that way. The mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch. We just had someone dress up as Sachin and they took the bait. But then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation, we learned that they were hired by Sachin's own child.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
What? Why would someone want to kidnap their own father? What's up with that?
Damn, they're like, yo, like father, like son.
It's anybody's guess at this point. In any event, apparently the guys we caught are just the tip of the iceberg. Most of them are still snooping around outside the city. We're diverting manpower as we speak to try and round them all up. Would you like to come along?
Yeah, this camera equipment's really weighing down on your boy.
Sure, let's go get to the bottom of all this.
All right, let's do it. Also, all right, Gatherings and Partings, Act 3. Also, I forgot to go to the cafe. Someone in chat just mentioned it after the fact. Am I still able to go there? Is that behind us? I think they're still there. Is it this cafe? Hold on, let me just go there myself and check. All right, I don't think I think I missed it, chat. Who was it? Who was here? Was it Hat Guy? Oh, it was Dia and Candace. All right, so they're over here having their full freaking weekly date session. My God.
Arav, are you sure this is the right place?
Oh,
Something feels off.
what? Something feels off. I
positive.
wonder what it could be.
But I don't understand why they're all unconscious on the ground.
Paimon. Yeah, I wonder what's wrong here. You know, nothing's out of the ordinary.
Boss, we got more company.
Oh, shit.
Look, we were just doing what we were paid to do. You're punishing the wrong people here. You want the real culprit? It's this guy. He hired us to kidnap Sachin.
Uh-oh. You.
What happened? Who beat you all up?
Wait, you mean you aren't with them?
Them?
With who? Who did this?
Oh, shit. It's coming together.
First there was this flying brat. Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches. After that, some guy wearing green came along and interrogated us for a bit.
Wait a minute. Is this is this the Wanderer? Flying brat? That's an accurate description.
I've got the confirmation I needed. This is the one who masterminded this whole plot.
Uh-oh.
Jawani, Sachin's son. If you have any questions for him, now's your chance to ask them. When you're done, I'm arresting them all and taking them back to the academia for further interrogation.
You do you, fam.
So why did you hire people to kidnap Sachin?
What do you think? 20 years ago, he upped and left to go and live a carefree life, not giving a second thought for my welfare. As if that's not bad enough already, he went and put his entire fortune in the care of the academia, along with a contract saying that one day he'd pass it all on to a genius he admired.
He's like, damn, sir, you know you have a son, right? What about me?
That's my inheritance. By rights. You expect me to sit back and watch it go to someone else? If he won't give me what's mine, I'll just have to take it from him.
Sir? Your dad earned all that stuff? You're not entitled to it? I'm sorry? Were you seriously planning to...
Of course. Didn't he say he would be here somewhere, watching the championship from the shadows? So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. And if the academia doesn't agree to hand over the goods, I make him publicly announce that I'm his chosen genius.
Oh, okay, sir. Very well-adjusted individual, this guy. So did you find him?
No. The old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's probably cooped up somewhere watching all this go on and laughing to himself.
Yeah, so they said that a flying brat and like some guy in green. So I wonder if that was the Wanderer and Al-Haytham potentially?
I already thought he'd gone mad 20 years ago. And who knows what a madman's truly capable of.
What do you know about the Diadem of Knowledge?
Diadem of Knowledge? You mean that thing he donated to the academia?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. He sold a lot of assets to purchase it back in the day. Weird things started happening after he brought it home, too.
Uh-oh.
For example, sometimes we'd hear a high-pitched voice coming from the storage room.
Oh my god. Is there like a spirit inhabiting that crown? Just like freaking whispers?
Also, before donating it to the academia, he once shut himself in that same storeroom and researched it non-stop for days.
What the heck?
Something was already seriously wrong with him by that point.
Uh-oh.
Nothing he did shocked me.
What do you mean something wrong with him?
Yeah, he's going mad.
I only have a vague memory of it, since I was very young at the time. But I have the impression that he went out into the desert for research and didn't return for many years. When he finally did return, he was a changed person.
Oh.
He would mumble incomprehensibly and write essays day and night.
That's some mad scholar vibes, in my opinion.
I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays with him. When he got back, he signed his contract with the academia. Part of me wonders whether he'd already stopped being my father by that point. Perhaps the man we called Sachin was a demon from the desert who was wearing his skin.
That's a little weird.
Okay, you can stop now. You're creeping Paimon out.
True.
You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me. I told you all I know. But if you do see Sachin, tell him this for me. Whatever it is that he's researching out there, he'll always be garbage in my eyes.
Okay, sir. Well, you're going to jail, so...
You finished? In that case, come with us.
True!
Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Thanks for providing us with the critical information.
You're welcome.
Do you still have any lingering concerns?
You know what would have been great if we set up our camera? This would have been some dope content. The Diadem of Knowledge.
Yeah, Al-Haytham's notes do mention that item.
Scribe Al-Haytham looked into this matter. Understood. Well, if you believe there to be an issue with the diadem, I'd suggest contacting the organizers and getting them to pause the competitions while we investigate.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay then, let's get back to the venue. We need to tell Karina what's going on.
Bro, if the winner puts that diadem on, they're gonna be like batshit crazy too, I feel like. I don't know what the heck that whole thing's about.
Karina!
You're finally back.
Oh?
Where have you been? I looked everywhere for you.
Oh, shit!
The third round's already started.
My content! The footage! Oh, no. I gotta literally grab my camera gear and sprint my ass all the way to Mataima Forest.
We were out capturing some bad guys who wanted to kidnap Sachin.
Damn, I'm about to get fired.
But that's not important right now. We think there might be something wrong with the Diadem of Knowledge, and we'd like to investigate it.
The diadem? That seems unlikely. The Diadem of Knowledge has been used in every extravaganza over the last 2 decades, always without incident. Why has this come up now?
Some new information has come to light.
This is pretty serious. Let me think. Okay, here's the situation. The diadem is currently in Mataima Forest. We moved it there before the third round began.
God damn it.
In the third round, contestants have to go into Mataima Forest, find the diadem, bring it back, and place it on the stand. The first person to do this gets 4 points.
4 points. Oh my god, I feel like everyone's gonna have 4 points by the end of this somehow.
Considering how close the scores are between our contestants,
yeah,
whoever wins this round is very likely to be the winner of the whole competition.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, bro, like, I feel like all of these points are gonna line up.
As such, I suspect competition to be very fierce. You might not make it in time.
Wait, only one person gets the points. So for example, if Hat Guy wins, it's gonna be a 3-way tie between Hat Guy, Layla, and Sino. Jesus Christ.
I'll mark the diadem's location for you. Please head there immediately. Let's hope nothing happens.
All right, let's go.
This is what I was saying. I was like, yo,
Weird.
Scaramouche is gonna start trying in the finale.
Is the forest interfering with it?
Huh.
Let's just go grab the diadem.
Yeah, let's double check these points. So if anybody else gets it, they win. If Hat Guy gets it, he ties with Sino and Layla for a 3-way tie for first place. Which is also like, as we saw in the trailer, that's when he starts trying. Which is funny because I literally was like, I feel like he's not going to do anything until the finals. And now here we are. So retrieve the Diadem of Knowledge. Let us head to the forest. I'm literally freaking sprinting with every freaking fiber of my being. with my camera equipment and gear. I'm about to lose my job. I really wonder who's gonna win this. Like, I'm super excited to find out. Oh, is the diadem over here? No?
Uh-oh. This place looks empty.
Oh dear.
Did someone already take it? Well, we might as well head back and see if anyone's turned it in.
What? You're okay. I was like, I did not come all the way here to go all the way back. I literally thought I had to go back to the stage. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Oh yeah, look at that. There's the stage over here. Oh, okay, so they set up camp in the forest. I see the thing now. Hey, what's going on? Oh.
Oh, looks like Layla sees the diadem.
Yo, let's go, Layla!
But getting to the goal won't be easy.
Oh shit. No, leave her alone. That's not, bro, this is some bullshit. You got a 5-star against 2 4-stars? I love how you want to try now, Galileo. Yeah, you just upset her. Hat guy, where's your hat? You're gonna lose. All right, now it's the 5-stars turn.
Horizon's device has gone haywire.
The competition is heating
Ooh,
up.
I love the Farazan music.
And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
Bruh. They're all over the place. This was from the trailer. Yeah. The 5-star battle. Holy moly. Kaveh, yoink the freaking diadem. Yo. This shit's so fun.
It's Kaveh's toolbox! Throwing the diadem to its owner.
Oh my god! Marak actually goated. Uh-oh.
Yes, that's right.
Wait!
Put the diadem in place, and you shall gain all you desire.
I don't know if he wants to do that.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head.
I am confident
Is this Sachin?
that you will not disappoint me.
Sir, you're still in the tournament.
What just happened to me?
Be careful.
Something's wrong.
Wait a minute. Holy shit. Kaveh. I don't know if you should have done that. Oh, it's this guy again. Oh god, that fucking monocle, dude. It's always a monocle. Why is the monocle super sus? That was a really fun cutscene.
At long last, someone to inherit my estate, and with it, my research.
Okay, hold on. Pause, champ, everybody. Let's gather ourselves real quick. Let's see what's actually going on here.
Come, Kaveh. Come to me, my child.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
Oh god. Plot reveal. I am your father.
I am Sachin. Well, to be precise, I am
Yeah.
but a fragment of Sachin's mind.
Okay. Damn, man. That's why he, like, started changing. A literal part of his mind got fractured off into this thing.
Fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met.
Oh.
But you are made of sterner stuff than he. More cognizant of the trials and tribulations of this world. It is you who are worthy to inherit all that I once owned.
Yo. Kaveh's pulling up the rear with 2 points in the tournament, and he still wins.
We meet for the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance.
He got 6 points because he
So
placed the
please,
diadem, so he
Pay attention and bear witness.
He picked up the rear and he won. In one right at the tail end too. He won the last 2 rounds.
You have all performed outstandingly in this Interdarshan championship. The Academia has many rare talents among its ranks. And you are the creme of the creme.
Creme de la creme.
But if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh. Not only because you were victorious, but also due to our similarities in character.
You're empathetic. You care about people.
Me? Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the misfortune to be idealists. And that is the source of our misery.
True. Actual facts.
28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Alas, endless strife and slaughter.
Yeah, it do be like that.
Conflict over water sources, robbing of merchant caravans, exploitation of the people relentlessly, day after day. Beyond the wall of Samiel lay a completely different world from the one I knew.
Yeah.
The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately to find a way to save them.
I was just about to say, did he stay in the desert because he was like, I can fix these people. I can fix it. You know what I mean? It's just like, I can fix him. And then it's just like, it never works out.
So, did you find a way?
No, absolutely not. I doubt it.
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use Vahumana knowledge to find the answer.
You kidding me?
I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, and even sought out the scholars living deep in the desert who called themselves the Lost Darshan.
Lost Darshan? What's that all about?
But in the end,
Nani?
I found that the answer I sought simply did not exist.
You know what's interesting? You know what I just realized? You know how there's like 7 nations, 7 archons, 7 elements, but there's only 6 Darshans. I just realized that. Like, shouldn't there be a 7th one? I never thought of that until just now.
It was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions to any one party. For the sins are carved into humanity's very nature. Our nature begets conflict, and conflict begets destruction.
Yeah.
This is the inexorable truth.
Humans are messy.
The aim of my research was to draw lessons from history. But what I discovered was that history offers no such guidance. Things can only ever go from bad to worse. After this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of emptiness, I could no longer bear to face life.
Uh-oh.
And so, I decided to bring my life to an end.
All right, so at least Sachin isn't like this sussy, like, evil guy that the plot was making him out to be until just now.
But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experiences before requesting that the academia manage my estate.
Yeah, that's good. At least he had like a, you know, it's like if he can't find the answer, maybe somebody else similar to him can. But like, he's trying to change human nature. It's like environment, upbringing, behaviors. Like, there's so many variables that turn people to the for the worst, and it's just, you know, it's not an easy solution.
As I thought, the contract you signed with the academia was in essence your will.
Yeah.
But if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
Hey, probably the small glimmer of like hope.
I mentioned that I had performed a great many experiments concerning human nature. You may regard this as the very last experiment of them all. The academia has no shortage of genius talents, nurturing the brightest minds of every generation.
That's you, Kaveh!
And so, with a handsome reward to draw out the worthiest of individuals, my hope was that one day, I would find one who could untangle the mystery of human nature once and for all, and help to move the world onto a better path.
Damn, no pressure, by the way. Just find the truth of human nature and understand it to a T. And there you go, you solved life. So one thing that I definitely want to say about this, like, so first off, the one thing I like is how very similar, like, it's completely polar opposite to I think what Kaveh deals with. But like, Sachin's whole problem right now is that he has a little bit of a savior complex, and he seems a little too idealistic in the sense that he's like, look at all these poor human beings. They seem so, they've gone astray. They're killing, they're betraying each other. They're backstabbing one another. I need to save these people. And he did mention to Kaveh that basically they are idealistic to a fault. He's like, I want to save people, but I don't know how, but I'm going to try my best until the end of my life. And then I'm just going to pour all my resources in the hopes that someone similar to me could potentially carry on with that purpose. But I also feel like Kaveh knows that he can't go on living his whole life like that, like living for the pursuits of doing what's best for other people, because then it's at a detriment to himself as a person. You know what I mean? To the point where even in this tournament, like he almost lost because he was thinking about like foxes and thinking about everything else but himself. So like, unfortunately, this man's lived his life and failed in his purpose, which was way bigger than he ever thought he could achieve. But I don't think it's necessarily healthy to put that on somebody else who is very similar to fall down that same path as you.
I see. So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a person would have a clearer understanding of humanity, society, and the world.
Yeah. Huh? Come on, Kaveh.
But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
That is so true, man. People kind of like lose touch with like, you know, like the whole thing of, you know, it's just like this idea of like, don't forget where you come from, even if you get big and famous and successful and wealthy. You give someone that taste of like a life that they don't have for themselves or never had for themselves, and it kind of creates a level of detachment.
You are highly intelligent. Yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment. Part of my investigation into human nature.
Damn, I'll hate them. You're too logic-based. You're spitting too many facts right now. You're spitting all over the floor. What are you doing?
Whether my successor suffers as a consequence of my research, or succumbs to an indulgence in pleasure-seeking, my research will have progressed.
But you're not thinking of the other person. He's like, yeah, I don't care what happens to Kaveh so long as my research is progressed.
I grieve the fundamental sickness of the world. I regret the unbearable weight of its history. And I lament the research that I failed to complete.
Lament!
And this, Kaveh, my dear child, is why you will be of great utility to me.
You're absolutely certain that you want to give me everything you owned? For me to do with as I please?
Yeah, is there no strings attached? They're like, you get all of my stuff so long as you carry on my work.
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the journey that I could not.
I don't know about that. Kaveh, please. Oh no. I really hope nothing bad happens to him right now.
Will the verdict I reached cause you suffering? Or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer. All of my research materials are being stored.
Oh, let's fucking go!
I've heard enough. My life's enough of a mess already.
Yeah.
The last thing I need is more suffering.
Yes.
Keep your Mora. I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain?
Yes.
Well, if that's the case, then your wealth can go to them.
Zach, you passed, my boy. W moment right there. Wow. Damn, man, you broke the diadem. Goddamn.
I guess that'll be the end of that.
I'm so happy he did that. I thought it was like a forced choice, like, oh, you gotta wear it no matter what because you won the tournament. But yeah, like in my head, I was like, bro, you realize this is only gonna bring Kaveh more suffering because then he's dealing with like humans. Figure it out. Figure it out for them. No pressure. Nah, I'm so happy he did that. I wish he didn't break it. I thought that was gonna be like an event quest item that we get, but you know what? I'm the camera guy.
Kaveh.
Oh no, my camera! Dude, content!
Are you alright? Any physical discomfort?
My views! My clout!
I'm Fine.
Damn, dude, this would have been... I hope we have, like, some secret cameras around the forest.
Thanks, Tainari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh.
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed the task prior to that.
He's the winner!
According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him the winner of the Interdarshan Championship.
Yo! Let's go!
As the champion and Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the rights to inherit the entirety of his estate.
And can finally move out of my house.
For the avoidance of doubt, can you confirm that it is your intention to donate all of Sachin's wealth?
Oh, damn, that's right. He was like, I don't need this money. Give it to the people that need it. AKA, looks like he's not going anywhere. Looks like he's roommating with you, buddy.
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better.
Wow. Oh my God, what a great person.
Rejecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I, we're not the same.
Damn, he's like, we are not the same, sir.
All right. As the scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file. The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine. I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer.
True.
We won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps.
Damn, I wonder how many other scholars, like, would have had to, like, suffer for the passing of knowledge and the passing of this progress to be made if it wasn't for Kaveh.
Sachin's words can only cause pain.
He broke the cycle.
But not anymore. No one else has to hear them now. We're all scholars here.
Yeah.
I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine by me. I'll bear that responsibility. It's the least I can do. And, well, it's the only thing I can do.
Hey, there you go. You're leveling up, dude.
Well said. What you've expressed is a sense of justice and idealism that many aspire to, but few dare follow through with.
Oh my God, was that a compliment?
I say this despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous. You have long been aware of what your flaws are, but your pride alone prevents you from admitting it.
Okay, hold on. I don't know if Kaveh's gonna appreciate that.
Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech. Contestant Kaveh, on behalf of the organizing committee, it is my honor to congratulate you on your victory.
Yo, let's go.
What? Please. I don't need your insincere praise. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your commentary focused on the competition, not my views.
Okay.
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the award ceremony.
Let's get it, dude.
Looks like the ceremony will be held at the main venue.
Oh my God.
Check it out.
What an experience. Oh my God, they just up and left? I don't... Jesus, it's not like I was here to see everything. All right, time to go back. We just got a big cutscene and then they're like, all right, fast travel back, Arnold. Hold on, before I do this, I'm just gonna see if Dory's quest is available yet. It is Sachin's article. Go to the academia and look for Wikas. It seems that something did happen during the Interdarshan Championship 20 years ago. You know what? I'm gonna take a little detour to the academia. That incident from 20 years ago, why the sudden question? Did you hear any particular information? We heard that the diadem seems to have been lost 20 years ago and some contestants' personalities have changed. You seem to know a lot about that. Wikas, is there something you're not telling us? Not exactly. I was 5 years old when it happened. How could I know? But there were some things that I never told anyone. I'm actually a part of the Academia Extravaganza's planning committee because of the influence of a senior colleague. That senior colleague and I met on a trip. I think this is the friend he was talking about. He was a bit timid, but would always flee and cower somewhere at the first sign of an emergency. One day, 4 years ago, I said to him, I want to go back to the Academia. The Academia Extravaganza is about to begin. And then, upon mentioning the Academia Extravaganza, he got startled and said something about, it has nothing to do with me. When I said goodbye to him, he insisted on getting a drink with me. After several drinks, he started talking all sorts of nonsense. I also had too many, and in my drunken stupor, I didn't really hear him that well. I only remember that he said that he lost the Diadem of Knowledge for a while. He was in charge of the distribution and recovery of the Diadem of Knowledge, and that he nearly had a heart attack upon realizing that the diadem was missing. Fortunately, he finally found it in a tree hole, like the one we saw before. He said that the Diadem of Knowledge was a valuable treasure, which is recorded in many ancient books. Legend has it that it was built by a famous craftsman in ancient times and carries a secret that no one knows. Forbidden knowledge! Either forbidden knowledge or whatever that lost Darshan was. Is there a 7th Darshan? Sachin had entrusted the academia to safeguard the diadem after all. If my senior was responsible for the diadem's disappearance, he could not afford to pay for it with the meager wealth. Even if the loss was temporary, no one would know of it, lest the academia find his guilt in gross negligence. So he covered it up. Yes, it seems that he also said that many people came to inquire about it, including children. But he said that the diadem had never been lost. But he was so scared that when things blew over, he quit his job and left the academia. He drank too much that night, and when I woke up the next day, he was gone. The more I thought about it, the more I had the bad feeling that issues would crop up in the academia extravaganza if entrusted to someone like him. I didn't have a job at the time, so I joined the academia extravaganza planning committee. I tried to investigate things on the inside too, but I couldn't find anything. And the diadem was found, and the man whose personality, who's said to have changed, was dead, and there was nothing to be found. Still, 20 years is still a long time. Long enough for the people involved in the beginning no longer remember nor care. That's all I know. If you're curious, keep investigating, and maybe one day you'll discover the truth. It's easy for you to say, we don't have much to go on. Do you have any other information, like where the senior colleague went? I haven't heard of him. Later, I went into the desert to look for him, but in the vast desert, it's almost impossible to run into him. To make up for it, I do have some information on Sachin. Would you like to hear it? Sure, tell us. When I was traveling, I did so with the Eremite commander. While we were chatting, he said that he came into the possession of an article written by an academia researcher. He seemed to think that it was something precious and refused to show it to anyone, only to let me take a peek at my request. I only caught a glimpse of it, but then I saw that it was signed by Sachin. I didn't know who Sachin was, nor did I care. After joining the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee, I found out that it was an important member of the Vahumana Darshan who sponsored the event. If you're interested, you can find the Eremite commander in the desert. He's usually in the Valley of Dari. Valley of Conria, by the way. Dari means Conria in ancient dialect. Oh my god, this is literally taking us off the beaten path. My ass is going to Conria right now. What do you want? Whoa, this guy's really fierce. Either say your piece or leave. I have no time for you. Actually, we heard that you have Sachin's article on you, and we were wondering if we could have a look. Are you kidding me? No, why would you ask that? You seem like you don't know. Some time ago, I had the article appraised. Turns out, it's nothing more than a personal travel journal and is of little value. He hired my father to keep him safe. That Sachin fellow would often talk, ask, write, and mumble. There was one time his paper was blown by the wind. He said that it was no big deal. My father, however, thought that things written by intellectuals could be valuable, so he looked around at night with a torch. None among my family could read. My father cherished this article and passed it on to me. I had no idea that it was completely worthless. Sounds unfortunate. Do you still have it? Yeah, if you want to have a look, you can look as much as you want. Since it's of no worth anyways, there's no need for me to be so stingy. Oh my god. Okay, unclear notes. Once the gods reigned supreme. Okay, what a great way to start this out. Once the gods reigned supreme, all life flocked to them like sheep herding shepherds, and those who suffered did so in silence. Conria. Now divine power has dwindled while human wisdom has blossomed. However, those who suffer face suffering still. There is a saying in Liyue that goes, life is like lodging in an inn, and in Inazuma, all things are but void. It hurts every time I read these words. I tried to seek the reason for this. The wheels of time turns, and only constant throughout Sumeru's history is human nature. Since arriving in the desert, I have conducted a total of 64 experiments over the course of 7 years. Men are like prisoners or captured animals, feeding on each other's happiness until one is doomed to eternal torment. Therefore, where there is gain, there must be loss. Where there is happiness, there is agony. Everyone is a victim, but everyone is also a perpetrator. Greed and numbness reside in the heart of humanity. Driven by greed, humans choose to commit evil, and numbness is why they turn a blind eye to the evil of others. Holy shit. That whole paragraph right there goes so hard. Damn, dude. The reason bad deeds happen is because good people stay quiet. But if this is what the world is, what is then the meaning of the world? The future is the present, and the present is to the past. Peace was never an option. Conflict is the eternal truth. Everything from my knowledge, my wisdom, to my life is but nothingness. Damn, dude. That is pretty depressing. So this is the article that Sachin wrote. To be honest, Paimon can't make sense of any of it. But judging from the crummy handwriting, Paimon can't say exactly why, but Paimon has the feeling that he was going through a tough time. Well, we're done reading. Thank you very much. You're welcome. It ain't worth no money, but I'm going to keep it anyways. After all, my father entrusted it to me. Come see me again if you'd like to see it again. If you'd like to have a look again. All right. Oh my God, there's still more. Okay, so there's still more to this too. The contestant. You meet Dory again. Ask her if she knows something else. Wow, this Dory extended world quest is actually kind of pog. Thank God I'm not paying for this info. Jesus. It's time yet again for an information sale from Lord Sangamabe. Would you two like to purchase the latest report? Let me see. This information isn't as important, so it'll only cost 500,000 Mora. That's half the usual price. What a bargain. Mind giving it to me for free? Whoa, you want to bring it down to 0 Mora just as I expected. But I am the great Lord Sangamabe. Well, since you're so interested, I'll tell you for free, but you must keep it to yourself. I heard that 20 years ago, there was a contestant whose personality suddenly changed after taking part in the competition. Well, it looks like someone saw him in Aru village. I wonder where he ended up. That's all the information for free. Oh man, dude, she is feeding me breadcrumbs right now. Oh my God, she's like, hey, I heard this, go here. And then I'm like, okay, I'll go there. And then I go back, hey, I heard this, go here. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that, let's go there. Like, woman, just give me the full story. 20 years ago, a young man did appear here. Back then, life was much harder than it is now. Poverty, disease, ignorance, they tormented us constantly. That young man, clearly from the academia, with a bright future, was nevertheless willing to come here and help us. He taught us how to deal with Winut and monsters. He brought us a lot of medicine with money from his own pocket and took care of the ill all by himself. He sounds like a great guy. Yeah, too bad the good die young. Sheesh. Still, many said that he was a bit crazy to begin with. For example, he would sometimes tell children a story of how, as a child, he taught a strange creature to write. He did come in contact with the Aranara. That's actually, he's automatically goated for that. Later, he would often leave the village to explore the desert. Once I asked what he was looking for, and he said he wanted to talk to somebody from the Nagar something group. Later on, I heard that he died in the quicksand. It is said that he encountered a caravan trapped in quicksand on his way to investigate something. He saved many people, but he was unable to get out in time. God, that's so... I couldn't even imagine. Like, I don't even want to imagine, like, death by quicksand. At that time, there was still a half-finished letter addressed to his child at home. After he died, my son took that letter with him, thinking about delivering it someday. Is this unfinished letter still there? No, it's not here. To live a better life, my son became a mercenary. He was killed in a scuffle a few years ago, and his belongings were taken. Many years have passed in the blink of an eye. Oh, it's so sad. I wonder how his child turned out and if he holds a grudge against him. Bro, talk about a domino effect. Father dies before finishing a letter to son. Letter was sent to her son to be delivered. Her son gets killed, letter never gets delivered. Son grows up to want to kidnap father and take his entire inheritance by force. And now his son's in jail. Like, goddamn, what an unfortunate turn of events. Not many people know these things anymore. I'm getting old. Perhaps I'll forget these things soon too. Good God. Oh my God, Dory, please no more. This is way too all over the place for you, boy. Wait, is it over? Okay, thank God it's over. Let us carry on back with the main quest. We're almost done. The Arc of Intellect. With the breaking of the diadem, all has come to an end. Head to the main venue and join Kaveh's ceremony.
Thank you all for your excellent performance. And that brings this year's Interdarshan Championship to a close.
Damn, dude, I can't believe Kaveh won. That's so pog. Hey! Look out for my documentary.
Finally, it gives me great pleasure to invite our champion, Kaveh, to the stage to receive his award.
Woo!
Typically at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award.
However, things are changing this year.
However, we have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate and made the decision to donate it all to charitable causes.
Aw, what a nice guy.
Sachin's estate is getting donated?
So much, Mora. And he gave it all up?
Yeah.
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the chance to change their lives for the better.
Hell yeah, that's some king shit right there.
Of course, without the diadem and prize money to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you like to say a few words, Kaveh?
It's awkward.
I'm sure many of our audience, like myself, are curious to learn why you decided to give all this wealth away.
I'm not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won, even though I'd say luck played a big part in that. As for why I want to give the Mora away, I don't support Sachin's views, and I don't want to take his Mora. With a lot of things in life, people need to experience them for themselves.
True!
It shouldn't be up to one person to make a judgment on. Not him, and not me either.
True.
Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated topics. So, I guess that's all. I'll leave it there. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaveh, just one moment. While this is a short and sweet award ceremony, we do still have a prize to present you with. Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card.
Oh my God. He's fuming right now. He's so mad. He's like, that should have been mine. Yo, if Kaveh gives that to Sino, that would be so goated.
Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals you submit.
Let's go! That's Pog.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for project proposals,
okay,
forget
all
it.
right, Kaveh, you're just letting things pass you by now. You gotta take something.
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over. Let's give our champion Kaveh one last big round of applause.
You can hear like 5 people clapping.
I still don't really get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live in luxury for my entire life.
Yeah, you would have been living in ignorance, detached from humanity.
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on, we've still got the whole Wisdom Gala to explore.
Glad that's over. I think I'm quite good at giving speeches, but this one was just so tiring.
Do you mean that you're still exhausted from the competition? Honestly, you don't look happy at all, but whatever else happened, you're the champion, you know? Don't you think you should be proud of that?
I suppose. Oh, wait. Sino said he wanted the card, didn't he? And now I have it, right here.
Yeah, now I can just rub it in its face.
So you're gonna give it to him? But if it's a rare one, you should be able to make a tidy sum of Mora off it.
Why would I do that? It's of no use to me whatsoever.
Damn.
I may as well just give it to him. Could you pass it on to him for me when you next see him?
Maybe. Yeah, just give that to me. I'll take it off your hands.
Whoa, this is a super big deal. You should do it yourself. Come on, let's go find Sino.
Oh man, damn Sino. Even though you lost, you still won.
But I was gonna rest for a while longer. Hey, stop pulling my hair.
Was that Paimon? What the heck? She's just like, yoink. Oh, that camera shot was funny. Sino, I need to duel you for this card. I'm not just gonna give it to you for free.
What you looking at, Sino?
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue. What brings you here?
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I figured you'd have more use for it than I.
But it's a limited edition. Are you sure you want to give it to me?
What else would I do with it? I have no use for it.
You can give it to the cameraman. That would help me. Where's my... Oh, God, he's literally about to cry.
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong, and I will help.
Oh, my God. He's like, you know, please.
Oh, that's not what I meant at all. Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this card. I'll figure my own issues out by myself.
All right. In that case, I accept your generosity.
What a Chad.
But now that I realize that you have no concept of its value, I cannot simply take it from you.
I have to duel you.
How about this? I shall buy it from you at a fair price.
Okay.
Namely, the price that the previous limited edition card sold for.
Oh, come on. It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
1 million more at the very least.
Stay away from Dory. Don't ask for any information.
How much?
Kaveh saved!
$1 million more?
If you feel that's too low, I can go a little higher.
Sheesh! Yo, 1.1.
1 million more for a card? But you already have a whole bunch of these, shiny ones, don't you? I saw your deck last time we played.
Not every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed, but not rare.
Huh. Well, I guess they must pay you plenty to be General Mahamatra if you're splashing out on things like this.
Jeez.
But really, it's fine. I'd feel bad taking Mora from a friend.
Okay, Kaveh, I'm gonna... Now he's annoying me. Now I'm getting a little upset.
Don't feel bad. I save a lot. I can spare the Mora for this card.
Yeah, just shut up and take the money, goddammit.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You should watch that, you know. You definitely don't want to end up borrowing money in a moment of impulsivity. Living with debt is miserable.
Yeah, imagine having 1 million Mora and getting out of debt. What is wrong with you right now? Stop.
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience. I guess you've been through a lot?
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, man, you can do it.
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice.
Thank you, Sino.
In any case, I, Sino, will take this precious card, and it shall join the deck of destiny.
Okay, sir.
Kaveh, come with me in a few moments to collect the Mora. Thanks to you, I have achieved my goal for participating in this tournament.
Must be nice.
All right, if you insist. Far be it from me to refuse your courtesy any further.
Sheesh.
Well, at least I'll be able to keep on top of my bills this month. Maybe I'll even have some left over. In fact, let me treat you all to a meal later. Bring Tainari and Kale, too.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this straight. What do you mean this month? You're getting 1 million more. How much is this man's... How much are these bills?
Paimon wonders how the other contestants are doing. Let's go check in with them, shall we? Since we're guest commentators and all.
Yeah, we're freaking glorified cameramen. All right, none of that. Don't give me that commentator nonsense, okay? That's just a sham. That's what they told me to ring me into this, and then they gave me all this manual work. Look at that shit. That's so pog, dude. Kaveh 6, Sino, and Layla. Layla got second place. I'm happy about that. I'm actually, like, happy. Hat guy. The important thing is you tried. Farzan, I wonder how she's feeling right now. And Tignari seems pretty... You know, pretty casual about it all things considered. Oh, we're going down to the bazaar. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the gang's all here.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from me on what to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting edge by everyone in the academia.
Okay, this can't be happening. They just have all these beautiful women here.
Well, then, sure, Madam Farzan.
What are you doing?
Maybe you could pick out a few fashionable outfits for us.
Farzan, Niru, even Dia and Candace are here.
Jeez.
What are you all up to?
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling through the streets. Madam Farzan here's pretty friendly. When she heard that we were buying clothes, she decided to give us some help.
Also, did she hit them with a back in my day? Like we get it, okay? You're old.
I don't really see anything I'm familiar with. Never mind. We can purchase some textiles and make the clothes ourselves. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base.
Sheesh.
And embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some green leaves.
All right, new costumes confirmed.
Wait a sec. You sure that's the latest style? That sounds a lot like what the older folks back home would wear.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. This style is a timeless classic.
No thanks. This is actually sounding pretty weird.
Damn, she just was like, you're weird.
Wait. Madame Farzan's right. That style is a classic and used to be mainstream fashion. But these days, there's some other options too. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone? It's not often that we get to meet up, especially since Candace rarely makes it to Sumeru City.
True.
Also, I know a few places where I can get a great bargain.
Oh yeah, Nilo's got pull around here.
Sure. I'm happy to leave it
Just
to you.
give everything to her for free. If she asks, they'll probably make it for her too.
I'll come with you to have a look. One always has to keep on top of what the youth of today are into.
Madame Farazan? Come quick, she's over here.
Oh God. We love you, ma'am. You are a legend.
Who are you?
We're new in the academia.
Oh boy.
We saw all the amazing things you did during the competition. Do you have any classes we could sign up for?
Actually,
of course I do. And you're both very welcome to join.
Isn't that like part of the reason why she joined the tournament too? Because she wanted recruits?
That's great. We can't wait. What's your area of research? Precision mechanics?
Damn, it's like everybody's winning because Kaveh won. That's wild. Sino got his card. Farazan's getting more like recruits to her Darshan. Tighdari won the first tournament and he ended up getting people to like join his seminar in the Avidia Forest, so he got what he wanted. I wonder if we're gonna find out what Wanderer wanted. Like, that's kind of crazy. Everybody won something.
I'm from Haravatat.
Huh? But you seem like an expert in machines. Wait, sorry. I remember now.
Uh-oh.
You were representing the Haravatat Darshan in the championship. Oh, their classes are so boring, though. I'm sorry, ma'am. Let me know if you run any other classes in the future. I'll be there.
Damn.
I knew it. What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
I think you're amazing, Madame Farazan. And I'd like to learn from you for a while, if possible.
Oh, okay.
I can take the class you're teaching as an option, even though cross-Darshan lessons might be a little tough to arrange.
Interesting.
But I look forward to learning from you.
Hey, she got one. That's all that matters.
I see. You're a good egg, child. Don't worry. Study under me, and I promise you, you will get the best teaching available.
Hell yeah, we take those.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I won't disturb you any further. See you in class.
Hey, this one was a good one. The other girl was just like,
I don't
I'm
quite
outta here.
understand what happened there, but congratulations, I think.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out some clothes?
No, we're not allowed to wear other clothes in this game. Hoyoverse said so.
Sorry, we can't. We've got a meal with Kaveh later, and we have to check in with all the other contestants before then.
Need I say more?
Oh, by the way, have any of you seen Hat Guy or Layla?
I don't know where Hakai went.
Oh.
We just saw Layla not too long ago.
Layla won second place, so maybe she'll actually have a bit of confidence in herself right now with, like, you know, doing the best she could. I mean, she came in second, you know, right beside Sino of all characters.
But she was hanging out with some other Ratahoa students, so we didn't get a chance to speak with her. Are you gonna go and see what she's up to?
Yes.
Ratawa students? They must be the ones who voted for her to enter the competition, right?
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't end up winning, so
She got
Paimon
second.
wonders how they feel about that. Let's go take a peek.
Yo, she popped off in that, like, original, like, she had the diadem for a hot minute before, things popped off.
If you don't come to Sumeru City often, classic floral designs aren't a bad choice. And of course, since you're putting this on your body, you need to consider the type of fabric the clothes are made from. Some materials might look stunning, but they can be terribly uncomfortable to wear.
Agreed. After all, is fashion not the constant phasing in and out of classics? In that sense, you could always consider the style I suggested too.
Uh-huh.
Wait, sorry, ma'am, but I think it could be quite a while before the style you recommended comes back in fashion.
Damn, another 100 years.
I actually think the style recommended by Madame Faruzan is quite beautiful.
Okay.
Isn't it just? You have a discerning eye, my dear.
Good stuff. All right, let's hear what's on y'all's minds.
The classics are the best. Period.
I don't care what any of these girls say, all right? Nothing will ever change my mind.
I think I might need some more practice if I wanted to embroider my own complex designs.
Ooh.
Although, I'm no beginner with a needle and thread. More like upper end of intermediate?
Okay. Nice. She's trying to learn a new skill.
Dia and Candace are both pretty tall. That means they have a lot of options when it comes to clothes.
True.
These clothes all seem a bit too flimsy. Is there anything sturdier?
Nice. Finally, the characters are not head empty anymore. That's great to see. All right, so let's get a group photo. Just do one of these, one of these, one of these, one of these. Hold on. Hey, I like that. That one's good. I appreciate this one. Aether harem. Let's get it. All right, so we have some more characters to interact with. So I think we're going to go to Layla next and then probably Hat Guy last. Hey, there she is. I'm so glad we met.
I'm sorry, everyone.
We met her true self.
I could have done better in the 3rd round.
Oh, stop it. If you're going to beat yourself up after doing as well as you did, how bad does that make us look, huh? Heck, it's not like any of us had the guts to enter the championship.
I didn't see the whole thing, but you were the only contestant who scored points in both the first 2 rounds, right?
Exactly, and you came in second.
And I heard that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close to winning the competition.
Hell yeah.
Aw, I just got lucky, I think.
Nope.
That can't be true. You had some really stiff competition out there. The renowned Tainari from Amorta, even Sino the General Mahamatra was there. You're amazing, all of you.
Yeah, and even though, like, her true self, like, popped off at night, that's still her. It's not like she cheated or anything.
Getting points off them is a huge achievement. The way I see it, people aren't exaggerating one bit with the nicknames they give you. You are a genuine genius.
Aw, thanks a lot. But I really don't think I qualify as a genius. In the 2nd round, for instance, I dozed off and somehow found myself beside the device when I came to.
Ah, come on, don't be so hard on yourself. We've decided we're taking you out to celebrate, and that's final.
Let's go! Good friends.
Let's go. Cheer up, Layla. The rest of today's all about you.
Ah, I love this. I love this.
Looks like things are going well for Layla. This is great. We haven't seen Hat Guy since the end of the competition.
Hat Guy.
Oh well, it's almost mealtime.
What do you mean, oh
We better
well?
go meet up with Kaveh and Sino now.
What the heck? How you gonna do Hat Guy dirty like that?
I can't believe it. But in the end, no one was disappointed in me. What a relief. Finally. I can get some good sleep.
Oh, shit.
What a relief.
Oh, I love this. Layla, let's get a photo. Oh, I love this. There we go. Yeah, they're almost hand-holding. Almost.
Are you sure you have enough to cover this?
Call me.
Don't blow it all at once.
Don't worry. I budgeted very carefully, and
I'm
this
so
is well
happy.
within my means. Anyway, I've lost count of how many times you've treated me. It's high time I return the favor.
Let's go. Kaveh freaking balling on a budget over here.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, over here.
I heard that you went to see the other contestants. How's everyone doing?
Faruzan found herself a student, and Layla's classmates are bowled over by how well she did. We couldn't find Hat Guy, though. Who knows where he's gone?
Al-Haytham's gone missing in action, too. The one time I'm actually in a good enough mood to treat him to a nice meal, he disappears without a trace.
Are they in cahoots?
That guy. Where the heck could he have gone? I still have questions about that note he left. Well, whatever. He can do what he wants. Now, let's eat.
You all share a delicious meal.
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but at the time I was expecting at least some amount of deliberation.
Sachin's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up.
Yeah?
I could feel his emotions, too. It was a mix of despair and horror swirling around inside my mind. He bombarded me with his ideas relentlessly, like he was trying to brainwash me. It gave me a splitting headache that only got worse as he went on. Like I was saying at the time, his views are not necessarily completely without value. But if all his research does is lead to misfortune, then we're probably better off without it.
Yeah.
If his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer, the Mantra would step in and ban it.
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth.
True!
But that wouldn't have been your style.
Yeah, Tignari is literally thinking about that bag.
I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate. He chose you. That means he knew what he was doing.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good thing. It means that you have integrity.
Kali!
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing Al-Haytham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Seems like you always include him in the conversation, even when he isn't here.
Yeah, he's constantly on the brain.
Yep. No dinner with Kaveh is complete without a few words about Al-Haytham.
I sense that Al-Haytham has in fact been here with us all along.
Oh!
He's here? Where? Why didn't you tell me?
Oh my god, he means because you keep talking about him.
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
Yeah, it lives rent-free in this guy's head. Bruh. Kali's like cringing right now.
That was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
Good thing you didn't say that before we started eating. That would have killed the mood in a heartbeat.
Jesus.
All right, enough about Al-Haytham. Tainari, did you achieve what you wanted out of the championship?
I did, in the first round, in fact. Word of mouth proved very effective. I spoke to a handful of people, they told their friends, and so on.
Good shit.
Now, a record number of people have signed up to attend the next lecture. Oh, are you free next month? You should come along, maybe even say a few words.
About what? I don't know the first thing about anything Amorta related.
Just play to your strengths. For instance, you could talk about the distinguishing features of rainforest architecture, or ask everyone not to chop down too many trees the next time they're building a house.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Sure, I'll make time.
Okay.
Has everyone had enough to eat? I can order more if anyone's still hungry.
I'm full. Thanks. I'm super full, too. If only we could eat like this every day.
Damn, we'd be broke. You kidding me?
Yeah, we should do this more often. Work will always be there, but seeing friends is important too. This is a good restaurant. Let's definitely come here again.
Sounds good. We should pick a few other places as backup options, though.
There are other good places around here, too? Oh, and don't forget to invite us if you go. There's nothing we love more than good food.
And Primo Gems. This is great.
Kaveh, do you have plans after this?
I was thinking of maybe going to the academia for some alone time. Nothing set in stone, though. Why do you ask?
All right, I need to get a picture with the gang. Group photo! Imagine I'm just like, let me get a group photo of everybody but me. This one's not as good, but it's all good. All right, let's talk to everybody.
Since everyone is free, why don't we play a few matches of Genius Invocation TCG?
Eager to show off your new limited edition card, are
Yeah,
you?
true. He's like about to finesse.
Not to show off. This is my way of thanking you for your help. Only my best friend will have the honor of seeing this card's debut play.
Aww.
All right, sure. I didn't bring my deck with me, though, so I'll need to borrow one.
Actually, Master, I made a new one a few days back.
Oh my god!
Don't tell me you've been spending all your study hours playing cards.
Come on, no need to be so stern. They do say that your innate interests are your best teacher, don't they?
I love this.
This was some pretty successful ordering today. Not a dish wasted. Oh, I almost forgot. I should order a couple of extra things to take back home.
Ooh, for Al-Haytham? Leftovers?
With this limited edition card in my deck, I have reached peak connection with my cards.
Oh god.
This is my most worthwhile purchase in quite some time.
Yeah, just a cool million more and no biggie.
It's been so nice not having to study these last few days. I hope we don't fall behind. Wait. Uh-oh. I've completely forgotten where I was up to.
I wonder when Kaveh will be able to pay off his debts. I wish him the best of luck.
Dude, how much money is that? If the million mora wasn't enough to cover the debt, it must be several million mora. That's kind of crazy. Oh, hat guy, is that you?
Well, it looks like this Interdarshan championship's a wrap. All that stuff with Sachin and the diadem got sorted too. Have you still got anything else on your mind?
Sachin's research?
Oh, right. Yeah, Sachin said that he placed his research materials at somewhere beginning with but Kaveh smashed the diadem of knowledge before he could finish.
Rue Village? I don't know.
It might be dangerous if someone finds his old research stash, right?
Bruh. Yeah.
Where do you think it could be?
Literally the first thing I thought of.
Holy smokes, you're right. He said he spent all that time researching in the desert, didn't he? So it's very possible that that's where he'd leave all his suits.
Ghost Rider moment.
All right then, let's head off to Aru Village and try our luck.
Hey! Oh, it's all Hatham.
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, Hatham, what are you doing here? And what are you reading? Are those?
Sachin's notes.
Sachin's notes? Yes.
Guys, I swear to God, I'm not a Ghost Rider.
I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his research. If it wasn't for that, I never would have agreed to being a commentator. I had a hunch after seeing the fragment of his mind, and sure enough, I came here and found his research.
It's so obvious sometimes. It's like I know what they're gonna say before they say it.
Wait, so you've read it already? Are you alright? How do you feel?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity that these notes seek to convey.
Calamity and humanity. God, I love that.
Only one who resonates with these sentiments would suffer and begin to think of history as bleak, the present as perplexing, and the future as pessimistic.
That's depressing.
Empathy is a double-edged sword. Clearly, I am not the same sort of person as Sachin was.
Yeah.
Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain societal advantages. But this also makes it hard for them to achieve their goals.
Because there's so many.
Why's that?
All important things in life involve other people. As such, it's extremely difficult to live a life that causes no harm whatsoever to others. If you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies along the way. Not everyone can deal with that reality. And that reality is like the material here. Objective, heavy, negative. But at the end of the day, for all these experiment results and conclusions, it's just one person's perspective, Sachin's.
True.
So, what are your thoughts now that you've read it?
As a scholar, Sachin was without a doubt a genius. He laid the blame for the darkness in the world squarely on humanity, experimented extensively with reliable results, and drew logical conclusions. In that sense, one might say his views were correct.
So, people are bad? And things can only ever get worse? All of that's true?
That is not a question for me to answer. Someone else will arrive shortly. You can ask them instead.
Hey, hat guy!
All I will say is that the world is not built on correctness alone. Sometimes, being correct means nothing at all.
True. Those words you wrote among your notes.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can. By their own choice, the idealist seeks to bring happiness to all while denying themselves the same.
Yeah.
Thus, they shall never reach even the borders of truth until they wipe away the ignorance that blinds them.
Damn, bro. I'll hate them was so far ahead of the curve, dude. It's crazy.
I've never been able to agree with certain philosophies. Even Sachin himself struggled to comprehend the notion of sacrificing oneself for the greater good. But sadly, all viewpoints will find their supporters, and the way we see the world largely decides our fates. All right then.
Yep.
I got what I came for.
Oh.
These research materials are yours to look after. I'll be off.
Okay. Nice to see you, bud.
Wait, so you came here just to read this stuff? You missed out on a big get-together, you know.
Yeah. We had some good food.
Get together? Ah, yes, that makes sense. This is a good opportunity for that sort of thing.
Guess what? Kaveh treated everyone this time.
Then I'm sure he packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
He did! I literally said that. I was like, that was literally for all... I love how all Hatham was like, hey, well then I get to have food when I get home. That's sweet.
And there he goes. Well, it seems like he really wasn't affected by this research.
I love that.
He said that someone else would answer our questions. Who do you think that'll be?
Hat guy. You raid around near the research. Oh! Wait! Nahida?
Traveler, come on, you're already here.
I did not know she'd be back.
Nahida! Oh, and that guy.
Yeah, it's her freaking right-hand man.
Wait, so you asked him to take part in the championship?
I knew it. I knew it.
Yes, it was me. Are you surprised?
Actually, not really.
Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem from the start? And if so, why didn't you switch it out for another one?
We wanted to see what happened.
Because Sachin's research is not mistaken. He spent his entire life researching this topic, and these materials are a result of that. These are the crystallization of his wisdom. Yes, I was worried that the material might cause some disruption, but I didn't want to wipe away all his hard work searching for the truth. So instead, I had Hat Guy here help me keep an eye on things.
Yeah, he kept an eye on things. Yeah, he got involved a little bit.
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that now.
Why? Don't you like it?
Look at these two.
Well, anyway, if Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle his research, or if it had brought pain to more people, he would have intervened at a suitable moment.
And after all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty hilarious.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, I love a plan going to shit.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn how to interact with people normally. But it looks like that didn't work out.
That wasn't necessary. I'm still paying you back for your help. And the last thing I need is more reasons to be indebted to you.
Okay.
Nahida, what did you mean by Sachin's research is not mistaken?
Yeah.
Does that mean that you approve of his research? Put it this way instead. Truth to me is like a shroom boar. Some people only see the mushroom on the shroom boar's back, and they conclude that the shroom boar is a mushroom. Others see only the shroom boar's body, and they declare that the shroom boar is a boar. Still others look deeper inside and determine that the shroom boar is meat.
Yeah, that's Shangling right there.
These conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objectively describe the shroom boar. Paimon kinda gets it, but also not really. The world is the same way. No one, not even I included, can understand it in its entirety.
Yeah.
All of us are somewhere on the path toward truth. Within the confines of our limited knowledge, some may blindly believe in the beauty of this world, and others may focus only on its evils.
God damn. What a great character to kind of wrap up everything. This is so, like, philosophical and so much bigger than us.
In truth, the most important thing isn't what state the world is in now, but what people hope it will become.
Oh my God.
But of course, I don't mean that as a criticism or a call to action.
That's so good.
Ultimately, my duty as the God of Wisdom is to guide every form of wisdom to a place where it can find its purpose.
Damn, I feel like I just gained some wisdom from Nahida right there.
That was a long speech. So what are you actually going to do with these research materials?
Because Kaveh, as the successor of this research, does not wish to see these ideas disseminated, I will seal it up. But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building block of the truth.
Yeah.
If someone wishes to follow in his footsteps in the future, I will not stop them. I also look forward to the day that a member of the Interdarshan can not only comprehend his theories, but also find a way out from the despair as well.
Damn, dude. What a great event.
Vahumana doesn't have that kind of talent. Wait.
Damn.
You're not intending to keep me in Vahumana
Damn! He's like, yeah, welcome to the team.
I don't remember signing up to become a scholar. Don't you think I'm useful enough to you as a prisoner?
Damn, she's like, how can you say no to me? How can you say no to that face?
Oh boy, here we go again.
You think so? Well, to that, I would say that in Sumeru, even prisoners have a right to an education.
Oh my god. That's such a clever response.
I hope that your studies in Vahumana will help you deal with your own fate and learn how best to settle old debts from your past.
Damn. You'll thank her for this, Galileo.
I will review your final thesis myself. I'm expecting great things from you, Mr. Hat Guy.
Mr. Hat Guy. Yeah, he's looking forward to it. This was a great ending. Gatherings and partings. I wish they were here so I can take a picture with them. I got a picture with that. Oh, wait, we're not done yet? Hold up. I got another quest. Kaveh mentioned that he would like to go to the academia for some alone time. Perhaps you should go talk to him.
20 years ago, the academia had just received Sachin's estate. To celebrate the huge investment, the academia extravaganza that year was grander than usual. I was very young then, and I remember seeing posters for the Interdarshan championship all over the city. I couldn't help but mention it to my father. I even told him that I really liked the look of the diadem. It was so unique. So he said, why don't I win it? So I can let you play with it for a few days.
Wait a minute. Oh no.
That made me very happy, and I nodded enthusiastically.
Okay, he didn't win it.
But to my surprise, he didn't win. And when he got back home, he seemed extremely depressed. Later, he left home, saying that he wanted to do some investigating in the desert. The quicksand got him not long after that. For many years, I couldn't face up to it at all. If I just kept my mouth shut, maybe none of it would have ever happened.
There are two choices. One will end the event. The other will have additional dialogue. Oh, shit. Which one do I choose, chat? Don't mention it. Your father may have seen Sachin that year. Was that the conversation that I had with the old lady in Aru Village? I think she mentioned that person. Oh, God. All right. Don't mention the results of the investigation. Number 2.
Sorry. My mind was still on the championship. Look at me, rambling away.
You look really upset. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. What's past is past. We need to look towards the future.
Goddamn. After parting ways with Kaveh, you stroll through. Oh, it's still going. Go back to the academia and take a look around. Oh, I'll hate them's here this time. I'm gonna take advantage of this while I can. I gotta take a picture of the boys. There we go. Good enough. I'll take it. Yo, the Dendro boys. He's like, yeah, thanks for leaving me food at home. I appreciate it.
Where were you while the rest of us were eating together?
Oh my God, they actually are...
I don't recall being obligated to report my whereabouts to you.
Okay.
Did you go find another hidey hole to read in?
Yep.
You need to change your ways, you know. You can't survive on books alone.
Surviving on meals paid for by you would be harder still.
You... Whatever. It doesn't take a genius to guess what you've been up to. You were investigating Sachin, weren't you? It was obvious from your notes.
Yeah.
However, I don't believe his research alone would have been enough to pique your interest. His way of doing things is disturbing, while you... Well, to be fair, your philosophy disgusts me too, but you and Sachin are nothing alike. I don't imagine your views intersect at all. Egoism and nihilism are not the same thing.
My personal interests aside, Sachin's legacy is not entirely meaningless. He conducted experiments on a great scale and left his findings behind. Also, thanks for the compliment. But I'm actually just passing through. I didn't come here for the conversation. Well, not this one at least.
Damn.
What do you mean? What topic of conversation could be more sacred among scholars than the exploration of differing philosophies?
Well, based on what I've learned, Sachin and his disturbing way of doing things, as you put it, is very likely to have met your father 20 years ago.
Oh.
What did you say?
Bro, I specifically didn't choose that option because I didn't want him to know. And then here comes all Hatham. Bruh.
Wait, so... No. Surely that doesn't mean...
Oh my god.
So that's why he thought I looked familiar. My father must have gone into the desert due to his influence.
Yeah.
I'm afraid so.
Damn, dude. That's gonna make him feel worse.
Good thing I shattered that diadem. From now on, nothing like that will ever have to happen again.
The boundaries of knowledge are ever expanding. Someone else will inevitably pick up the same line of research one day, and Vahumana regards it as a reasonable research direction.
Oh, not this again. Even if you're right and people are bound to fall into the same intellectual traps, things won't necessarily go the same way again next time. You have to admit that the actions of one individual don't always predict the behavior of the group, and vice versa. Take Sachin, for instance. He's quite an anomaly.
I love how Aether's just standing there. He's just like, okay.
And so is the one who stopped him. You.
Yeah.
Conflicts of this nature are indeed exceptional, but it will occur again in the future. You said it yourself. The actions of one individual cannot predict the behavior of a whole group. You know that not everyone would have chosen as you did.
True!
Even so, I stand by my views. You can forget about trying to convince me.
That's fine. We've been arguing over this for years, and I don't hold any hope of you understanding. The issue we're debating has long since moved on from who's right and who's wrong.
Thanks for letting me know all this.
What?
I said, thanks for letting me know. Hey, stop acting like you didn't hear me. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
They say that earnest thanks should be given thrice, so one more time, please.
Okay. This guy loves just riling him up. That's funny. Hey, it's a good thing I got a picture of them before they disappeared. I knew that shit was gonna happen. Oh man, guys, we did it! My entire list is cleared. We're gaming. Go to Dory. Oh my god, does this never end? You tell me Dory has some shit to say to me too? Wait, where's Dory? Oh! Anyways.
Well, how did it go? I assume that Lord Sangamabay's assistants helped you discover something, yes?
Yeah, for free on top of that.
You mean Sachin was not a good person, and there's definitely something wrong with that diadem of knowledge.
We also discovered that.
And in that case, shouldn't you be doing something about it?
We already did.
For instance, telling the academia that they should give up the diadem? We already told the academia, but...
Damn, Dory, where were you?
But what? Kaveh smashed the diadem. What?
Oh my god, what, did she want it for herself?
Calm down, Dory. Why are you getting so worked up?
'Cause the money!
My diadem. My beautiful diadem.
Wait, my diadem?
This was supposed to be the perfect plan. I feed you the information, you discover the issue with the diadem, and then I just wait until the academia sells it off at a low price.
Wow.
And now, it was all for nothing. Curse that Kaveh. The interest rate on the mora he owes me is about to get much higher.
I do not like Dory.
Oh, so that's why you told us about this. Yeah, Paimon did think you were being unusually generous.
My diadem! I'm furious! That's it. No extension on his payment this month, no matter what reason he gives.
Bruh. Dory.
Scatter! Everyone hold hands.
I can't. Judgment upon you. You can't do that. Damn, guys. Actually, you know what? I'd like to think that that's karma. The whole reason Kaveh is in the slump that he's in is because of you. So by destroying that diadem, that was the universe's way of making you pay for your sins. Well, that is the event. That is everything. That was great. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Did not think that it would end off that way. I was expecting a bit more nefariousness going on, but at the end of the day, I said it earlier during my break, but I actually feel like this quest line in its entirety was kind of like a pseudo Kaveh story quest. He is the premier 4-star character on the banner for this patch, and outside of the Archon quest and outside of I'll Hate Them story quest, he's had little cameos here and there up until the point of his release. But this it's unfortunate that it's a limited quest because you get the most of his character out the gate. Because of this, you learn about his empathetic nature, you learn about like kind of like his struggles financially, and you learn a little bit about his family history and the things that kind of eat away at him, you know, in his pursuit of whatever he's doing in life. But he pulled it out. He made it to the end. He actually won the tournament, which was kind of cool. But it was great. And the thing I loved the most about it was that everyone got their objectives met, right? Everyone that came into this tournament left the tournament with the thing that they went into it for, despite them not winning. So in a sense, everyone ended up winning. Farzan and Layla being in the event was something I was really happy to see, just because I haven't done their hangouts yet. So this was kind of like my first exposure to them in the story. Yeah, everything else was just a really great treat. We got a showcase of every single Sumeru character, which I'm really happy that Hoyoverse is very mindful of that. They've definitely come a long way from the first Lantern Rite, where they really only showcased Zhao in that one. And then from that point on, every regional event featured every released character of that nation. So everyone gets a little showcase, everyone gets a little screen time, which is nice because you never know when you're going to see them again. Overall, this was fun. This was great. I love the approach to it too, how the Traveler is literally a glorified cameraman, despite them saying, oh yeah, you're a commentator and you're kind of spearheading the tournament and everything like that. I just love the idea of talking post commentary or even during the matchups and just setting the camera there and just having the characters do all the talking in Paimon, and we're just there like for the interview with the mic in front of them, like, how did that make you feel? Or how do you think the competition is shaking up? So I don't know, I just love the flavor, I love the vibe of everything. We got all our rewards out of the way. We have 2 days to spare, which is nice because Honkai Star Rail has been derailing me and has been distracting me, and Ruby Volume 9 ended, and I also got sick for that week, so I've had to kind of play catch up with this event. But with this all done and out of the way, at the time of this recording, tomorrow is the live stream special program for version 3.7. It seems like it's going to be TCG related to an extent. I'm not entirely sure of like the story or the plot significance, but if it's a minor patch, I'm actually welcoming that because I kind of do want to focus on some other things that we haven't yet gotten to. We have this event that's currently going on that's going to be around for another week, and I do need to do this, but I still need to explore the new desert area, which I have not gone into at all. Following this weekend, we're actually going to be tackling the new desert area. We're going to be exploring and going through the main world quests and trying to finish that. I heard the desert area is awesome. From the trailer that they showed for 3.6, it looks like it's going to have a lot of intense lore based on like the Abyss and, you know, a bunch of other stuff as well. I'm excited for all of it, but just to kind of wrap up in general, this was a great quest. I really enjoyed. I really hope you guys on Twitch and YouTube enjoyed it as well. And on Monday, we're going to start the desert content. Monday, Tuesday, we'll start the desert content, and I'll try to make it as far as I can before the next patch rolls around. So appreciate it, and I'm excited.